Hi guys, Greg here. Today I'm extra super mega excited because the Sentinel that I kickstarted or kick-funded, whatever the Hasbro version of Kickstarter, is finally here and we're going to take a look at it, get my hands on it. Super excited. The Sentinels are some of my favorite villains of the X-Men universe. So let's apprehend some mutants.
Unidentified mutants. Ignore.
It's here. After a year, it's way too big to unbox in my station, so I'm gonna do it in the living room first, and then I'm gonna move it to my unboxing shot location. And even then, it still may be too tall, and you might see some of my house. So anyway, let's open this thing up. Oh, baby. Yeah, I'm gonna move this around like this. Here we go. Oh, this box is gorgeous. Look at this box. I could see why they might have had a hard time selling this on store shelves. I just, I love the Sentinel enemies in the X-Men comics and everything. I just think giant robots just make such good enemies. And the Sentinels have different versions and different color schemes and different equipment, and they were just, and you could always smash them, which was great. And if you guys remember, like in the show where Wolverine would always shink out his claws, shink, and then he'd kick or elbow, and you're like, what are you doing? Not with the Sentinels, you could tear them apart. Oh, that's taking a massive amount of strength. Oh, I pulled him out the wrong way. Oh my God, my wife is going to kill me. This thing is massive. Oh, the battle damage looks great. Do you approve, Sadie? Dude, this thing actually looks really nice. This is so cool. His little tentacles. Oh, so they have his battle damage head. I think just a different variation of this head. Oh, I'm terrible. I don't know what this is from. I feel like I should know that. It's not Master Mold. This is Master Mold. Dang, these things weigh a lot. I'm gonna have to weigh these. It comes with 2 Marvel Legends figures as well as an alternate head. And, okay. All right, big boy. Oh Lord, he's coming. Oh wow, okay, so let's get this on the unboxing table. Okay, so he's here. He's 26.5 inches tall, and he looks amazing. Whoa, he wants to do the limbo here. I'm really impressed, honestly, if I'm being quite frank, with Hasbro Pulse's HasLab. Something this big in my generation when I was growing up would be very low detail. It would have very low articulation. It would be probably meant to be pretty durable because, kids are playing with toys outside and stuff like this. But this thing, it looks absolutely gorgeous. The painting looks great. The details all over him look fantastic. And just to give you some of the idea of the toys that I grew up with, is he has a bunch of these wires in the back. And although they are one mold, but there are a couple of them that are different colors, and that's like a small detail that you wouldn't really have seen back then with a toy this size. I mean, this thing it's oozing with little details all over it. And because he's a robot, the articulation points kind of blend in flawlessly, which is great. And I even think they used their new pinless joint technology, so I don't think he has a pin here, does he? He might, but he looks great. The purple and the blue and with the gray and the metallic color finish looks fantastic. He's absolutely a big boy. He's a big chungus. He looks great. I couldn't be happier with him, honestly. And of course, he comes with all these accessories. He has a Master Mold head, and I feel bad. I feel like I should know what this head is, but I don't know. And as an X-Men fan, I'm kind of appalled that I don't know what this head is from. So I'm disappointed in myself for that. And of course, battle damage. I love battle damage on Sentinels, so I'm gonna be putting this on him in just a second. And he comes with his battle damage hand. Now, the one thing I am pretty disappointed about in the figure is that his battle damage hand doesn't really have any articulation. I mean, not even the thumb moves, and that's almost completely all the way not damaged at all. And they took out, he has a little circle here in his hand for his tentacle. They took that out here. So I'm really disappointed that they didn't add the articulation to the battle damaged hand, so he could maybe like half hold Wolverine and like make it look like he slashed up his hand. That's really weird. This was a weird decision to not make any of the fingers and to take out the tentacle in this hand and leave the two other hands having the tentacle adapter. Very odd choice. But other than that, that's the only really complaint I have about it. I'm gonna, he's so big, he's so hard to move. He's really posable. He can, like, you can pose him, like, he has a lot of articulation. He's about to fall over. But he's already fallen off the table once, in case anyone's wondering, off camera. And I was trying to set him up, trying to figure him out, because his legs slide a little bit and it takes some getting used to. So like everything twists and turns, and you can pose this thing to however you want him to be posed, which is so cool for a shelf. Like I said, his detail is absolutely astonishing. I mean, for a long time, I think it was Sideshow sells it, but High FX, they make like a Sentinel display, and it's $1,100, and it's like the Sentinel and all the X-Men fighting him. I wanted that for the longest time, but it was so big and it was so expensive. So we met in between and I kickstarted HasLab. It's their crowdfunding platform, HasLab. He was expensive. I think he was $350. That's really expensive for a toy, but I am really impressed with just how much detail and love went into this project, as I can clearly tell from all the accessories and the paint and the details and the articulation. This was not rushed in any capacity, aside from this hand. I'm gonna have a chip on my shoulder about the battle damaged hand, but let's switch some accessories off. So right now he has a standard head. Now how does the head just come up? Does it just pop off? It didn't come with instructions, so I think his head just pops off, right? I'm gonna pull some wires off or something. Whoa! He looks really creepy with that. So then we just put the battle damage head on here. There we go, goes right on and twists and turns. Pretty good design. But he also lights up through some batteries in the pack, so let's put those in now. Doesn't need to be too tight. Then put his back plate back on. Snaps right in. All right, the batteries are in. And I already played with the light a little bit. Oh, that's cool. So apparently you can set the color. There you go. Purple. All I'm thinking about is how they talked in the X-Men animated series. It was so cool. His hands are beautifully articulated. You can just they just, oh, they can even go the other way. That's so cool. There is a way. God, look at all those. It's an LED light. There is a way to set it. I haven't figured out how yet, but there is a way to set it. There's a way to do it, but anyway, that's what he looks like. He has, I mean, his spine, the wires, the articulation. I'm going on and on and on. Let me get his battle damage hand, which is his right hand. And it comes right off. Really simple, really easy. Now, I'm a sucker for Sentinel stuff. When I saw this, I instantly had to fund it. I really do like the Sentinel stuff. This was the only Sentinel figure I had for the longest time. And you guys can recognize this. This is from the Marvel Legends Toy Biz line. And this is old. This is very old. And this was the only one that they came out with that I really liked. The other ones that they came out with, the Amazon exclusive one with the Wolverine figure, I wasn't a fan of its detail. It looked very clunky, not a lot of articulation, very like solid, like almost like it was like one big piece of plastic. And so I didn't pick it up. But when I saw this and I saw how many points of articulation it had and the detail, I had to get it. Hi, Sadie. Do you approve of the Sentinels? So this is the Toy Biz one. This is how much bigger. This is to scale with the 6-inch figures. To scale, same scale. You're gonna, Sadie. Here's my Wolverine from the X-Men Legends line, and this is to scale. This is how big they are in the comic. I know like there's different versions of Sentinels. I don't know which one they used here. I think they used like the Bach 1. I don't remember exactly. Please don't crucify me in the comments for that. It's been a long time since I've read X-Men comics. I stopped reading them when Disney destroyed all the books I was reading back when they were making the MCU. And that's true, look it up. Anyway, so yeah, they're used to scale. Like, and it's a much better scale than this one. Like, it's huge, absolutely huge. Now he does come with 3 heads, a hand. Can I help you? And the tentacle. And these are bendable plastic. Like Nightcrawler still used to be for the Toy Biz figure. These are completely customizable, which is great. And let's see how well they stay in, because this one, the Toy Biz one, also had tentacles with the same name, but I think one broke. Yeah, one of them broke, unfortunately, and it was really hard to get it attached back in without glue, so I just left it. But I think they actually took a good long look at this Toy Biz Sentinel one, and we're like, what could we do better, right? What did they do right in this situation? He's like one of my favorite Marvel Legends figures. He's the only one other than the Marvel Legends recent re-release I've kept over the years. A lot of them are in storage, so this was my favorite Sentinel, and I'm really glad that they took a key out of him and gave him the tentacles that just twist in. Look at that. They go right in. God, and he can, in the show, he'd always turn and have his hand up, and he would reach out and he would grab the mutants. We have Nightcrawler here. Don't fall. I feel like he's very heavy, so like him falling could actually be like an issue. So it's actually pretty solid. It actually holds up Nightcrawler. Like, granted, he's one of the lighter X-Men figures, but he actually holds him up rather well, which is kind of cool. Like, this thing is just so cool. Like how his wrist can pivot, he can go upwards. And that's it, guys. I'm impressed. I mean, the only thing I'm a little sad about is the hand. Oh, he also came with the 2 Marvel Legends figures, which is the Future Sentinel, I believe. I want to say Omega. I don't think that's right, though. These are kind of like the side dish, right? This is the meat and potatoes of the Gesh. This is what I'm really excited about to display in my office. Hey folks, if you enjoyed my unboxing and my review of the Sentinel figure, which is definitely I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10. Only because I don't understand why the battle damaged fingers couldn't be a little bit posable, and why they couldn't have the tentacle on the battle damaged hands. That's a little weird. So definitely 9 out of 10. It was worth every penny. I don't regret it at all. If you can still pick one up and you're an X-Men fan, definitely recommend it. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like, subscribe, notification button. It's 3 small clicks for you, but means the world to us. For more unboxing and reviews, you're already in the right place. You're on Shacknews.com. City lady, you're on my desk, city lady. You can't be on my desk. I have to unbox a Sentinel toy.